AI isn't the future, it's the operating system of the present. And if you don't understand how it works, you're already falling behind. In this video, we're not just breaking down what AI is, we're unpacking the tech that's quietly rewriting the rules of work, money, power, and survival. So here, you'll learn what AI actually means, how it works, and where it's already running your life and what that means for your future. So first of all, what even is AI? Let's get one thing straight. AI isn't just robots or Hollywood nightmares, and it's not some futuristic Skynet hovering on the horizon. It's already here, quietly running the world behind the scenes. Every time Netflix knows exactly what you want to watch, that's AI. Every time your email filters out spam, AI. And your phone blocking your face, you guessed it, AI. But what actually is it? At its core, artificial intelligence, or AI, refers to a machine's ability to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as learning, reasoning, and problem solving. These are things we thought were uniquely human, but as we're finding out, not so unique at all. But here's where it gets weird and fascinating. AI doesn't think like us. It doesn't understand context the way we do. It's not sentient. It doesn't feel things. It's trained on just an insane amount of human data, like pretty much all of it. It spots patterns in the data and then determines what it should do based on probabilities and spits out results that look smart, but they're built on something that's fundamentally alien. That's the paradox. AI is both incredibly smart and dangerously dumb. And then while it provides many benefits, there are also dangers to revolving our society around it. But let's clear this up. AI actually comes in different levels of intelligence, and most of what we call AI today really isn't that smart. Narrow AI is the kind that's good at one thing, like recommending movies, translating languages, beating you at chess, but it can't think outside its task. It's like a savant, brilliant in one area, but utterly useless in others. And this is where most AI is today. Now, here's where it gets interesting. General AI, or AGI. Part of human intelligence is that we are good at a wide range of tasks. So AGI is when an AI reaches this level and could match or exceed human intelligence. So it could learn like a child, adapt like an adult, and then potentially outperform every specialist in every domain. We're not there yet, but for the big players, it's the holy grail. So OpenAI, DeepMind, Anthropic, they're racing towards this like it's their Manhattan Project 2.0. Now, even this would have grave consequences for our world because it's when AI stops becoming a tool, but a competitor. But there's one level beyond that, a SI, or artificial superintelligence. This AI is not like human intelligence. It's way beyond it. Smarter than the smartest human in every field, times a million. And then every second, it gets exponentially smarter. So this is when we start getting into a digital god territory, a being that's just exponentially superior to us. Now, it is just a theoretical concept right now, but if AI keeps developing, it's hard to see how we don't eventually get there. And then when we do, we don't just lose control of the technology, but we lose control of our future. Now, it might not even be that bad. We just don't know. It might solve all of our problems, or it might decide that we're in the way, kind of like the way we view ants. Okay, so enough with the theory. Let's open the hood. How does AI actually work? At the core of most AI today is machine learning. Think of it as next level pattern recognition. You feed it tons of data, millions of transactions, images, and conversations, and it starts to find patterns and relationships. It's not learning like a human, it's not reasoning. It analyzes, optimizes, predicts, and then repeats patterns millions of times until it gets scary good at faking intelligence. Deep learning goes even deeper. Literally, it uses artificial neural networks that mimic the way neurons fire in your brain. Multiple layers of processing stacked together, each one refining the output. And this is how we got speech recognition, facial recognition, and image classification that can outperform humans. Now, here's the thing to remember. AI doesn't know anything. It doesn't think. It doesn't have beliefs. It doesn't feel. It's just been trained to find patterns in large data sets. It just takes your input and then predicts what comes next based on probability. So, for example, if you ask ChatGPT, how many legs does a dog have? It doesn't actually know that. It just guesses that based on all the study it's ever done on the human language, the answer is statistically likely to be 4. Now, that's just a massive oversimplification of it, but that's pretty much how it works. And then we hit generative AI. This is where AI starts generating new content, words, images, videos, music, voice, even personality. So this is ChatGPT, Google Gemini, DeepSeek, Grok. So now, if you ask it to, it can write an essay, compose a soundtrack, design a logo, copy your voice, and get you to say things you never even said. Again, it's not intelligent in the human sense. It's not original. It's remixing pretty much the entire internet, every blog, every video, every network, and stitching it into something that looks new. A human child doesn't need to read all of human knowledge to know that a dog has 4 legs. This is still part of what makes us unique. So, this prediction engine is very, very powerful, but also prone to error. And this is why it can hallucinate, because it's not conscious. It's just outputting things based on math. Now, while everybody's distracted by chatbots and fake Drake songs, the real power of AI is moving silently, beneath the surface, restructuring entire industries without asking permission. So, in classrooms, AI is adapting lessons in real time, shifting the difficulty based on each student's performance, and it's helping teachers spot who's falling behind, and then even grading essays with frightening accuracy. In transportation, it's powering self-driving vehicles, syncing traffic lights across cities, and optimizing delivery routes to save seconds and millions. With healthcare, AI is scanning X-rays and MRIs, often spotting things the best trained doctors might miss. And in finance, it's reading markets, headlines, and social sentiment to make trades at superhuman speeds. It's integrating more and more within our society. The machine is no longer the tool you use, it's becoming the infrastructure your world runs on. So, where to from here? Now, everybody talks about the future of AI, but the real risks, in fact, they're already here. In every one of those examples I just said, AI didn't just roll in with a takeover notice. It arrived dressed as efficiency, and first it automates one task, then a whole workflow, and then eventually a decision maker, and suddenly a job's gone. A department is obsolete, and a career path closes without anybody noticing, and then entire sectors, legal, education, customer service, start looking very different from just a few years ago. How long until we automate the entire workforce? Will humans even be needed then? What does that mean for society? We're already living in the age of AI. It's not on the horizon, it's under your feet, in your pocket, in your inbox, and soon it'll be making decisions you didn't know could be outsourced. And if you're not paying attention, you don't get a seat at the table, you just live with the consequences. So, let's come full circle. AI isn't the future, it's the operating system of the present. And most people still think it's optional, but it's not. The question no longer is if this changes the world, it's how fast, and whether you're on the inside of that change or being shaped by it from the outside. Hope you found this video useful. If you want to stay ahead, stay alert, and stay useful, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and keep your signal sharp.